Are you sure this amusement park is safe? It seems like it's full of craziness to me. Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another Retro Animation Corner. So today's retro animation we talk about today is the 1976 animated short, Quasi at the Quackadero. And before I get into my thoughts about this short film, here are a few words from the channel. Alright Animaniacs, now let's get on the social media train. Want to chat with us in 100 words or less? Then check out our Twitter account. Want to chat with us within a group? Then check out our Facebook account. Want to get the lowdown on everything dealing with animation on this channel? Then check all the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So Quasi at the Quackadero starts off with a duck named Quasi who's just sitting around watching TV all day when suddenly his friend Anita and Rollo comes in and tells him that he promised to take him to the Quackadero, which was an amusement park that's full of surreal imagery. So Quasi and Anita and Rollo end up going to the Quackadero, and they end up having a fun time at the Quackadero as they're exposed to a lot of surreal imagery like people popping out of clothes and stuff like that. And at the same time, it turns out that Anita and Rollo are actually plotting to get rid of Quasi at the Quackadero. So what are my thoughts about this short? I really enjoyed this short. It's like one of the weirdest animated shorts I've ever seen, even though I have seen a lot of animated shorts that are just as weird or even weirder than this one. But what I love so much about this short, other than the fact that it's really weird, is that the animation was very fluid. Sally Cruikshank, who created this cartoon, did a fantastic job at animating the characters, as the characters move in bizarre ways, and yet they move fluidly at the same time. And I really love the surreal imagery that goes on in this short, such as seeing people pop out of other people's clothes, or just seeing people turn into these weird creatures that our minds can't really understand. And I just enjoy seeing how the animation got surreal as the short progresses. It just made the short really interesting to watch, and I just love all the surreal imagery that goes on in this short. And then another thing I really liked about the short was the plot itself. Sure, the plot is a bit simple, and at times it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I like the plot line about Anita and Rollo trying to get rid of Quasi at the Quackadero while trying to enjoy themselves at the Quackadero, because it at least has some kind of narrative about why Quasi, Anita, and Rollo at the Quackadero at the first place. You know, Anita and Rollo just trying to get rid of Quasi while they're there and enjoying the amusement park at the same time. So I did like that aspect of that story. If there was a problem that I had with this short, is that I wish that the characters would develop a little more. Sure, I understand that this is a short animated film, so of course they don't have a lot of time to really develop the characters, but I would have liked to know more about Quasi as a character, like why he's so lazy all the time, and I'd like to know more about Anita and Rollo. Like, I understand that Anita and Rollo's motives throughout this short is that they want to get rid of Quasi while they're at the Quackadero, but I wanted to know why Anita hates Quasi, or at least wants to get rid of him, and why she wants to end up with Rollo. So I am curious about that, and I wish that the short actually explained more about Anita, Rollo, and Quasi as characters and where they're coming from. But overall, I really enjoyed Quasi at the Quackadero. If you're a huge fan of weird animation, this is probably one of the weirdest animated shorts that was ever released during the 1970s, which was a great decade to release a lot of surreal animation. And if you're a fan of 1970s cartoons, this is definitely one cartoon series you should check out. And also a bit of a quick fact here, this animated short was actually listed on the top 50 greatest cartoons list. So if you want to check out the 50 greatest cartoons list, you could check it out online and you can see this particular short pop up. And I do think that this particular short deserves its place on the 50 greatest cartoons list. So that's my review on Quasi at the Quackadero, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Quasi at the Quackadero? And if you have, did you like this short? Did you hate this short? And what are some other bizarre animated shorts you've seen over the years? Please feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more animation content from this channel. And now, roll the credits please.